Hello everyone, welcome back to our aptitude sessions. And in today's topic, we'll be majorly dealing with classification and some things regarding the previous topic that we had, that was arrangements. We have two types of arrangements, as I told you. One was linear sequencing, the other is circular. So when it comes to circular arrangements, again, the questions are the same as your puzzle test. Just the thing is, it will be in a pattern or in a circular pattern. You could have instead of circle, you could have a square or a rectangle, or maybe even in some cases triangle. But or in all the in all of these shapes, the seating arrangement is always around the shape. That is, the shape is in the middle, and people or things or objects are arranged around it. All right. So few things that you have to keep in mind is when it comes to circular arrangements or when things are arranged around the particular shape, there is no such thing as immediate right or immediate left. Whenever they mention right or left, it directly means or it means only immediate right, immediate left. There is no other way of telling it because it is a circular arrangement. And whenever there is a circular arrangement, always and always it will be all opposites. So if they tell right, you will have to travel in anti-clockwise direction because it is a person who is seated from their right. So that is your opposite. So you will start traveling in the anti-clockwise direction. And if they tell left, that will be your right, that is the opposite. So you will travel in clockwise direction. You will start traveling in this fashion. All right. And one more thing is when they tell that two people are seated in opposite direction or A is sitting the farthest away from B. What does that mean? They are literally opposites. They are literally in opposite places. That is the only way in a circular manner or when you go around a particular shape that you can have extreme farthest locations or they are opposite to each other or they are sitting facing each other. It could be either of these cases. All right. And so this is one thing that you have to keep in mind. One more thing you have to keep in mind is your approach to the problem. Always and always, whenever you approach such kind of circular arrangement problems, draw the shape that is mentioned. If they're seated in a circle, draw a circle. If they're seated around a rectangular table, draw a rectangle or any such thing. If it's arranged around a square, draw a square. And how many people or how many things are there? Make slots, make or mark those many positions around that particular shape, and then start deducing who is sitting where or what is placed where. Is this clear? This much of information is clear with everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay, so fine, then let's move on to the next topic that we have for today, that is classification. And these are nothing but, kind of combination of analogy and combination of maybe some parts or some small parts of puzzle test and some form of analogy. It is some combination of that, you can say. But again, these are more of, general questions you will get. Let's start seeing the categories and let's solve an example in each. So the first category is odd word. That is, you have to choose the odd word, also known as odd word out. So in this example, we have chair, cupboard, table, paperweight, and bed. So anybody with the answer?
Paperweight.
Bed.
Bed,
Okay.
ma'am.
If
Bed, ma'am.
anybody is telling it, you need to tell the reason behind your answer. So
Ma'am, because table, paperweight, chair, cupboard are used on the table itself. We can see it on any table. But bed is quite opposite from all four of them.
cupboards again need not always be situated on the table.
I think it's paperweight because chair, cupboard, table, and bed all can be made of wood, whereas paperweight can't be made of wood.
Nandini, you're almost right, but how about others?
Got it, ma'am.
No, others, you have any other
And
answer?
also, all of those are furnitures and paperweight isn't. So,
Now you got it right. This
yeah.
answer is right. That paperweight is not a part of the furnitures, but rest of the things are a part of the furnitures. So I hope everybody understood this, that paperweight should be the odd word out.
Yes, ma'am.
Others?
It's
Are
not.
all of you clear? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So shall we move to the next question?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So the next category is odd pair of words. So till now you were given just a single word. Here you have to choose the pair of words that have some relationship between them, but one of them doesn't fit in the remaining relationships. Yeah, so anybody found the answer?
B.
Is it option A?
Table and drawer. No, no,
Okay,
Option A.
no. No,
okay,
ma'am.
if you're telling, okay,
I'm
okay,
honest.
Arman, okay. If somebody is telling
Table
option A,
drawer.
why option A?
Ma'am, first thing, I don't know what is loom. And the second thing is table, drawer, book page, and car wheel. They three options are related to each word. The both the words are related. So I think A is odd than that.
Okay, so loom, have you heard of handloom, textiles and handlooms? You haven't heard handlooms? Okay. Uh, if you kindly visit very big sari shop, just go outside, you will find textiles and handlooms written. Or at least I remember at some point of time this was a common phrase. So and so company textiles and handlooms was a very common thing that they had. Most of the big sari shops have it. Okay. So loom is a machine that can manufacture the cloth that you use to produce the cloth. You've
Okay,
seen
ma'am.
people having that wooden boards, they take the threads and
Yes.
they tie around. That is a hand loom. That is, you do it with your hand. You could also have it
Okay, ma'am.
automated or some machine directly doing it without the intervention of a human manually doing it. In that way, they call it a loom.
But for making clothes, every time loom is not used, no, ma'am.
Without a loom, how will you prepare the cloth or how will you produce the
Like
cloth?
only for saris, we will just use
Not just
hand loom,
saris,
right?
not just saris.
Okay. I mean, also like every table will they have drawer? No, right?
It's just like asking, will every book have a page? It could also be an empty book.
Ma'am. Okay.
Okay, so others with any other answer?
Option B, maybe?
Answer is B, table and drawer.
D. D. Last one.
D, car and wheel.
Yeah.
But why?
The car is on the wheel, right? It's not
Car is
inside.
on the wheel, right? So, book is, over the page.
No, the book, like the page is inside the book, right?
Hmm.
But the car body it's resting on the
Okay,
wheels.
all
Ma'am,
right.
the material. Ma'am, the material. The loom and clothes are made of same material. Table drawer, wood,
Loom is
book
not made up
paper.
of the same material. Loom uses the material that is used to produce the cloth.
Ma'am, I think option A.
No.
Okay, if somebody is telling option A, please tell me why option A, why not any other options?
Ma'am, because I think loom is used to make the fabric for cloth, but whereas drawer is a part of the table, page is a part of the book, wheel is a part of the car.
Wonderful, Nandini. I appreciate that you have really improved a lot in terms of analogy. You are right. All see, I don't know if anybody else noticed this, but yes, drawer is a part of the table, page is a part of the book, wheel is a part of the car. So always it is a whole and its part is given. So whole and part. This relationship is used to describe all the three. Whereas loom and cloth, they don't belong to that. Cloth is not a part of the loom. It is a product that you get after you finish using the loom. So that is how option A is the odd pair of word. Are all of you convinced with this?
Yes, ma'am.
Others? All
Yes,
of
ma'am.
you? How about others? I heard only 2 to 3 responses.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so shall we move to the next question?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so the next category is odd numeral or the odd number. Just like how you had odd word, you have an odd number. I think this is pretty
Is
more easier for you to guess.
156?
But why 156? You're supposed to answer why.
Because it is the square 49, 64, 144.
Correct. A to D, all the options given are perfect squares, whereas 156 is not. So option E is the correct answer. That is the odd number. All of you are convinced with this?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So can we move to the next category?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So the next category is odd number pair or odd group of numbers. So here, they're always, whenever they're giving you a pair or group, there is some relationship between these two. If you can figure out, you will definitely get the answer which is wrong or the odd one out. Anybody found the answer?
Ma'am, is the answer 49 and 42?
Yeah, option C.
But why?
Because in every pair there's a difference of 8.
You are correct. Every pair has a difference of 8. Only option C, 49 and 42, does not have that difference. So all of you are clear till this question? Odd number
Yes, ma'am.
pair or odd number group?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so we'll move to the next one.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so this is the last category under classification that we have, that is odd letter group or group of letters which are odd. So yeah, again, the same logic as you had used in the odd number group will be applied here. So tell me if you found the odd number. I mean the odd
Is it
group.
P and N?
Is it
Ma'am, it is P and N
N?
Okay, if you're telling, tell me why it is PNN. Why did you get the answer
because
PNN?
S and U will have one letter between. In the same way, I and K and B and D. Only P and K, there are many numbers. I mean, they are okay. They are in the vice versa one. They are ulta. P
Right,
and
so
N.
everywhere you have a difference of +1, whereas in P and N the difference is of -1.
-1.
So that is why option B, that is PN, is the correct answer. Hope you guys are fine till here.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
How
ma'am.
about others? Okay, I heard 3 people answering. One person told that he understood. How about others?
Understood, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so no doubts at all in either arrangements or classification.
No, ma'am.
No doubts in series. No doubts in quibble.
No, ma'am.
Okay. All of you, are you all sure that you have no doubts?
Yes, ma'am. All clear.
Others?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So fine. Good. Good to hear this response. So fine, then that's it for today's session. Thank you so much for joining today's session. And yeah.
Thank you, ma'am.